Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. Please be careful with the future trading. Try to be on sim as long as needed before you start using a real money. For the ones that just joined us, we have two market analyzer. We have the automated swing trading and we have the automated scalp trading. And then we will be using some different auto trade like a swing trading. This is a totally different system. This is a fully automated trading. We will be covering that. For the ones that just joined us today, what we have is a 4 different automated trading based on the signal, ATM strategy, full automated pullback re-entry. On the market analyzer, the swing trading is connecting to the blue charts. As we see here, buy on an ES, entry price 30.8850, target 30.9275. We have 18 ticks from the last entry signal. And then we have the NASDAQ buy entry at 82.5850. We made 37 ticks from the last entry signal. The market analyzer is based on one contract. And as you see here on the blue charts, where is the entry based on one contract is made $180 based on one contract is right there, right in front of you. As an example, Russell, sometimes we use one contract, 159.63 entry price, buy, target 15.99.8, and this one here is based on two contract. Right now is 290, but on the Russell is 135 because it's based on one contract. On the scalping now we just had a signal, entry signal, sell, and this is where you're gonna have a new signal right at the left column, the first column, and here on the first column you will have the signal. As an example, buy entry on the ES 30.8975, target 30.94. On that we use white charts for the scalper, and as you see, this is as an example on YM has entered the market and now is climbing to the target, and as you see, this is coming from the scalping. So the white charts are the scalping and the blue charts are the swing trading based on 1 minute. And they are both equally important. And as we see, total of the ticks from the last entry signal on the market analyzer on the left corner, it is 96 ticks. On the scalper, the right scalper right now is 192, and it is automatic. It gives you the signal, it gives you the entry, and it gives you it exit itself as well. And this one here is just on the scalping. For the swing trading right now on the Russell, we just hit the target, and on the YM and the NASDAQ we are just also climbed to the target. As you see right now, there is a new signal, sell signal at 1453.6, target 1450.9. So this is what we are looking for. The ES has already hit the target, and we are done with the trade on the ES. The ES nailed 24 ticks based on one contract, and if you have a two contract, then it will be 100 tick on the ES. 50 ticks on the ES, sorry. So this is how we are looking at it, and then we have some other automated trade as well. We will be covering very soon. And on the scalper ES, we just hit 475. A target hit on the ES, and this is a really amazing. We had an entry, and on the scalper ES, we had an entry, and it is really just hit the target. You can close it or you can extend your target. I personally like the ATM, and just we had a fire signal on the 30-year Treasury bond. This is the 30-year Treasury bond. when we are talking a minute ago on the scalping, and it is fixing to hit the target immediately on the 30-year Treasury bond, and it is finished done over at 15611. And as we see, we just had the signal on the CL, and it is 15611 target, and it is also done. So this is a really does not require any optimization, turn on and off system. So for the ones don't like to be in the swing trading, the swing trading is doing fine. The YM is doing very fine on the YM. Nasdaq, ES, we close position on the swing trading, but we still have an open position on the scalper. And we have also the YM here hitting the target, is climbing to the target on, and it can be fully automated. You can activate the full automated on it as well. And the CL also hit the target on the CL. So there is no room to put everything in there, but we will take, as you noticed, the minute the CL hit the target, the market start taking a little dive in here. So we will be covering also the scalping signal and the swing automated trading as well. We will be leaving the scalping here on the ES, and we'll take the 30-year Treasury bond. Is about to hit a couple $100 on this one, and we'll keep this one here. At the moment, total 177 ticks, hitting the 181 ticks based on one contract, and the swing trading is 115 ticks based on one contract. And we will be covering both of them, and then we will be showing you where we are going to have a problem in the market and where we need to exit and enter as well. It is very useful to understand where is the limitation in every market. At the moment, with the Russell, we have a resistance at 59.99, and it is a problem right there. ES, it is hidden at 30.95. Final destination for the ES at the moment 30.9825, and then we are looking for turnaround on the ES. For the Nasdaq trader, maximized your profit on this one is not gonna go at the moment above the 82.74. 82.74, it is the key on the Nasdaq, and as we see from the Nasdaq here, there is extreme a lot of resistance area where is going to be a struggling area. Anything above the 82.74, it will be struggling area, and you need to be careful with that. I'm not expecting this market to keep going. It will have a problem at 82.74. So to our traders, you are on that trade with the Nasdaq, you need to consider exiting at 82.74 if you are using your automated trade. And if you are using on a fully automated trade, you are already exited, because the full automated trade enter the market once the target hit is going to exit on the full automated trade, and you must be out by now. But if you are using the ATM, I like to use the ATM. If you are like me, like to use an ATM, as we see on the scalper ES, we have already hit the target, and the system has calculated where is the target. I'm counting a little bit more to the 30.98, and we will make a decision at 30.98 if I want to exit it or not, that trade. But if you are on an automated trade, you should have been exited by now, and it is done. So this is what we have at the moment, and we wish you all the best on that, and then we will be keeping our eye on the new signals with the scalpers and swing trading. Let me see if there's anything left on the full automated trade. This is a total different automated trade. It is in your package. There is a lot of automated trade, by the way. On this one here is based on the 3 minutes. We had the first trade. We started around 8:30, and we took the first trade to break even. And right now we are on the swing trading, and as we see, the swing trading is still climbing with that with that market, and most of them they are, but there is no more room to add anything in here. I don't know where to squeeze all those charts to, honestly, but we will try to. There is no room. I'm gonna take it away. There is no room to squeeze anything in here anymore. I'm gonna put the scalpers in between. There is 30.98, so I'm gonna close it at 30.98, the scalper trade, and what is nice about the scalping and why I like ATM, because when you see the market is trending, you can extend the target and you can turn your scalping entry to a monster entry, and this is stand go ahead and scalp. We just extend the target on it, and we follow. It is beautiful because if this market trending, normally the market spikes once a day, and then you will not be missing out on the spike of the day. Most of the time, there is one spike a day, and on all market. And once you catch it, and if you are in the scalping, you're not gonna miss out on that trade. So there is nothing wrong with it by closing it at $700 even on that trade, and we are done for today actually. And let's see. We are about to close one of those trades. The trading stops is based on FIB, and on the YM we have 290, and on the ES we have 650 on that trade. We got one of the trades out on the YM. The Russell is going to get 1603. Let's see if we can get the 1603 on that. NASDAQ, the NASDAQ is pullback re-entry at 8266.25. Be careful with that one. There is no short. There is a pullback re-entry at 8266 NASDAQ. Long. If you want to follow any of our trades, you should be on the sim. We're not responsible for your trade. We're about to exit one of the ES. It's fine. The scalper. This is a support area. The trend stops. That's why it does not require any optimization. And most of the time, the market turn around from those areas. We have a new signal on the YM with the scalper. Sell at 27681, target 27666. We closed one of the trade on the ES. And you see the market turn around. There is no short. The NASDAQ is going down to the 82,666, and this is a re-entry point. There is no short. Be careful, guys. At the moment, total amount in the ticks is 135, 140 in the ticks, and the scalper 147. So they are both the same numbers between the scalpers and the swing trading, because the market is not really moving that much. As we see, this is a re-entry on the NASDAQ, and there is no short on the NASDAQ at the moment. I'm gonna let the Russell to close at 1603.6. There is a double resistance. There is no use to stay on the straight from the last entry signal. We already hit the target on the Russell. Target hit based on one contract 55 ticks, two contracts 110, and we are about to climb to the 1603. We are going to close at 1603. Very important for this NASDAQ to break. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you for this information. Appreciate it. So we are going to let this market close on 1306, and that will give us 620. We already closed one of the trades on the ES. Now the story on the ES, we have 3096. If we cross it, that will be really nice. And then maybe there is a good potential to the 3104. Let's see if this ES gonna cross that line. It is very important line. And the trailing stops is based on fibs, so we already locked some good profit on it. I'm not worried about it. So I prefer to see if we can go ahead and extend it. And we are going to close that trade on the Russell at 1603.6. And YM target 27710. And as you see, this is extremely accurate. The ES, I don't know how anyone can trade without fibs, good fibs. And it is very important to see if we are going to break the 30.98. If we are, that means we are going to get a little bit much more. On that trade here, we are closing at $700 even on the Russell, on the swing trading, and call it off. Target hit. And target hit 66 ticks based on one contract. 15963 was the entry. Target 1603. It is very important. We are missed by 2 ticks. It is a really important number to close it at 1603.6 or 1603.5. So that will bring us 700 even on that trade. And as we see how this ES, it is really right in line with that trade, right in line. I love it. Beautiful. So let's see if we are able to break it. We're about to close it, 700 even on the Russell, 1603. We're about to finish this trade, 720. We are waiting on this last tick. This last tick is very important tick. There we go. Sold, 720. Beautiful. So we're done with this one. Now on the ES, as you see, start firing reversal. Our reversal, they're not a repaint reversal. As we see here on the smaller type of a chart, is a 30.98. It was the big deal on the ES, which that's fine. That's fine with me. If we are on a fib line, we are protected by the fib line, and as you see, topped out at 30.98, and let's see if it's gonna come into the 96.50 and then go back and try to retest it. Let's see. This is a very interesting area to see, and as you see, those fibs are extremely accurate. That's why we have them on a separate package. You can purchase those zones on a different package. Even you don't have the other package. Anyway, on the swing trading, the ES, we hit almost 925 on that trade. And this is very interesting to see if we are able to break that line, the 98 level. It is very important level to break. Will be very impressive if we can do that. We are doing that, actually. Let's see. That will be really nice. On the Nasdaq, I'm gonna leave one trade. I missed this one. Should have been right there. It should be at 82.81. I didn't pay attention to it, but should be 82.81 closing position on that one. I didn't pay attention. After we closed the Russell on 720, as you see, fired the reversal, and now is going back to this area 15.99.9 as a re-entry point, and this is fired another reversal. So this is a very good indication for the trader knowing he's getting out of a trade or not. So this is this one here really pissed me off. I forgot to look at it, and now we missed the maximized profit at 82.81, and Let's see what happened here. Nasdaq YM, it is about finished. We are going to lower our target to the 277.12 actually. This one is a bummer. I forgot it. So this is what we have right now. I'm trying to see if there's anything left to take a trade. Nope, nothing at the moment. As we see how the ES is playing on 98 level, it is a very important level, but we took one of the trades out, and we still have one trade left on an ES. So this is a very important level on the 98. And the Nasdaq, I wasn't paying attention to the Nasdaq. We should have closed it at 82.81 really, and I missed out on this one here. I'm gonna leave it alone. This is amazing today. The scalper total ticks is 194 ticks based on one contract, and the swing trade in 206 ticks based on one contract. This is amazing. They're very close to each other. We're gonna let this YM close at 77.12. So we're gonna finish with this one here. As you see on the YM, your entry 276.73, YM 276.72, base because on a bar close on the auto trade, and target 77.11, and now we are giving us two more ticks, 77.13. So this is also YM 34 ticks, 35 ticks based on one contract. Nasdaq is going to also close at 82.81. So we are a few ticks away to close all those positions. And the ES is right in line. That's how, and this is a very small time frame. And I mean, this is a, if you can look on the top, 15 seconds chart, and the lines are amazingly smart with that. So we still wanted to close at 82.81 on the Nasdaq based on one contract. We are done with that. We are a couple ticks away. And we are a couple ticks away for YM to take this. Amazing key 98 on an ES. Really amazing key. You can see it's been trying since 10:08:45. And now it is 10:17. For 10 minutes it's been trying to break the 98 level. It isn't amazing. And finally is given up. Let's see. We're fighting tick by tick. It will be nice to close one trade on the Nasdaq above 400. We had 700 on the Russell, and we are about done with over 100 tick for today. And let's see if we are able to close it 440, and we are fighting on the last tick. We want to maximize to the last tick. There we go. It's trying to get rid of this NASDAQ. We are trying to get the last tick on the table. We're not going to leave the crumbs on the table. And there we go, sold, 445, good. So we're done with the NASDAQ. Now we are dealing with the YM. ES is stuck. We still have another $400 on this one here. Let's see if we can close the YM. Also on the scalper 30-year treasury bond, we have just fired a signal buy on this one. Once you see this on the scalpers, the 30-year treasury bond make it a new signal. That means the market is gonna have an impact. As we see here, it says buy. That means the ES and YM NASDAQ, they are going to drop. When you see sell, immediate reaction you're gonna see on the ES NASDAQ Dow Jones the opposite direction immediately. And this is a very, very important for our traders, our clients, to keep your eye on the 30-year treasury bond. So we are about to close this swing trading on 27717. And for the scalper, the last entry signal we have on the scalper, it was on the YM buy at 276.98, target 7719. And there we go. We are about also to close the scalper and the swing trading in the same time. So this is so now what we have left is we have also new signal on the CL. You can see the new signal on the first column. I don't have to call any trade for you. You can see them on the first column here. And my eyes are everywhere, so I cannot keep my eye on everything. And I don't like to use the sound. I get headaches from it all day long. So now the YM, because we have the signal buy entry on the 30-year treasury bond, as I told you, immediately you will start having a reaction to your scalping with ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. So when we have the 30-year treasury bond giving us a buy signal, you are aware of the game and you know exactly this one is going to cause your future trades a drop few ticks. Depends how strong they are or how weak they are, but this is what it cause. It cause a few ticks back. If we see when the 30-year treasury bond fired the signal, we were here at 7712. And it dropped immediately to 7704 because of the signal on the 30-year treasury bond. For the CL, we just had a signal on the CL buy at 5733, 5746 target, and it is a struggling CL at the moment. Why? It is a struggling. It is very easy to see why. There is a double resistance right there on the CL. And there is a heavy resistance all the way to the 57.46. So it is a struggling market at the moment. And in cases like this, when you see a lot of lines, we need to cross to hit the target. Your best offer is to go ahead and take them in. That's why I like the ATM. You can break even, then you are on a free trade, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. So this is where I like it. The ATM, I don't like. This is just attitude, but you can use full automated or you can use ATM, doesn't matter. But I like the ATM. I like to fuzzle with the market. I like to keep in touch with the market. I don't want it to just turn on the auto trade and hide, you know. So because of this double resistance, now I understand why the CL is having a problem. and it is a very clean, clear picture. And then we the system have enough thousands of coding to react to the market without using our brain a lot, especially after you've been behind the screen for so many years. The brain starts smoking out. After 2 hours, you start seeing the smoke coming out of your ears with the trading. So the first 2 hours you are fresh, but then later on you start making mistake when you are trading. Hi. So now we are about to there is no support when I'm on live, sir. I cannot give you support. Send you links and templates. I cannot do that. Anyone needs support or template or anything like this, please after the YouTube, because I cannot keep. It is very hard for me to stay on ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones, CL, scalping and swing trading. It is very hard for me. It is much harder than what you think. And so please, any support, you remind me, because I talk to a lot of people. I get a lot of messages. So if you tell me something now, I forget. Wait till we are done with the webinar on YouTube. And then if you need any templates, anything, we're very welcome to it. So now we know where it's going on with the plus. When you are distracted, you go back. Now you don't know where you are on the ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones. You need time to start, go back and concentrate to see where you are. If we notice on the CL, the resistance at 57.43. As we see on the YM, we are struggling on that number 7714. We are struggling on that fib line right there, right in front of you, and it is actually on the swing trading as well. So this is a really key on the YM, and there we go. We're about to hit it. Let's see if we can extend the target on the ES, on the CL. We are up, the target, the system, the Autotrader is saying now 57.47. But maybe we can push it a little bit, or we can hit the target and call it off on the target, whatever you feel like it. And the same thing here on the YM. We are a little bit far from the target. We have a resistance at 7714, but the target is 7722. So let's see what we will do here. It is very important on the YM to break that level, 7714. For the CL, because of the struggling, okay, we're about to close this one. Because of this struggling on all those fibs, what I will do, I will put my 2 stop loss right below the fibs and protect some of the profit. And we are about to close the swing trading at 7729. And we are about to close this one here on the scalping as well at 7728 actually. So they're both gonna be closed in the same time. And the CL climb all the way to the target, to the 57.46 actually, and we have the system calculated 57.47. So don't need a genius to just read the entry and the target and take care of your trade and manage it. Don't need a brilliant guy to do that. So Okay, maybe we're gonna hit it. The scalper has extended the target to the 7729, and on the swing trading we have 30. So we are about to close the swing trading on one contract 260. It is a new high, Ben. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is. If you remember, um last week we were struggling with the 98 level. I don't know if you remember, and no, it was 85.50. It is every day. You know, this one of the things is um, in the old days when we were naive traders, and when we saw the numbers got very high, we were shorting out the market based on feeling, and I don't do that anymore. I don't. Uh, the numbers don't mean anything anymore. The technical side, and been one of the mistake. A lot of trader they try to be fundamental and technical. With the future trading, you cannot be fundamental. With the forex, it is, but when a trader be fundamental and technical, is no longer profitable trader. So um, um, right now does not mean anything. The numbers, high numbers, or a breakout new numbers does not mean anything to me anymore. Yes, you get your eyebrows. Okay, we got a new high or something. Yes, but actually does not mean anything in the trading anymore. It's no longer like the old 70s and 80s. The high does not mean anything anymore when you are a technical trader. So for me, the CL, if it's a 57 or $30 or $100, if the CL drop to below 50, and we're talking about supply and demand, and there is no buyers, doesn't matter if the CL on a 50 and there is no buyers for it. So during those years, we no longer look at the number as much as we look at the technical side. We're not no longer yes, I mean, when there is an FOMC, or when our president is talking today or this afternoon, like today, yes, you need to be concerned where you are in the market. Maybe you need to flat out your position. You don't know what is going to happen. I understand that, but on a normal day, it's no longer. You cannot be fundamental and technical. And when and when I trade the CL, I don't care if it's 57 or 107 or 37. What I do care is where it is landing on a fib line, and where the volume on it, and this is the big partial, if this market is trending or not, or if it is synchronizing, as we see right now on the scalper. It is synchronizing. ES Nasdaq Dow Jones is to the plus side. 30-year Treasury bond is the opposite direction. This is the way it has to be. It's like the motor has to be all nice and clean and smooth. On the ES, it is buy. Nasdaq is buy on the swing trading. YM is buy on the swing trading. 30-year Treasury bond is on the sell position. This is good enough for me. I will go ahead and look at the price where those fib lines are, and become the numbers irrelevant, Ben. So do not get excited if it was the very low number. I'm talking about futures, okay? I'm talking about future where on the stocks, when we traded the stocks heavily, it was a different concept, of course. And the forex, I feel sorry for those guys. They trade on a daily basis with Forex, because Forex you cannot trade daily. On the Forex you need to position yourself, and it is in a way you, you have to position yourself to a couple weeks in order to start earning money with trading on a Forex. So each instruments you have to approach it. So a lot of guys they come out with this another platform, and they try to day trade Forex. There is no way you will make money in the Forex this direction, on a daily trading. No way. You lose. Even if you win money today, you're going to lose tomorrow. Where on the futures, the problem is once you learn the rhythm in the future, I'm not saying you have to trade day and night, but you will understand the rhythm, and you need to sacrifice sometimes to stay away from where the market is trending and what is your trading stop, because it's gonna make a lot of difference on your trading. So you need to leave a gap between the actual price and your trading stop and let it run, trying to catch a runner today. And then once you make your ticks in the futures, you're done. You should not be trading 24/7, and this is the biggest mistakes trader do. Actually, I just read briefly from one of our clients, which he's been long enough. When we did the release on Monday for our clients, he is sending me an email. Can I trade 24/5? And I did not even respond yet to his email. And there we go. He was way off the line again. So no matter what we say, no matter what you do, there is no system in the future you are able to trade 24/7 or 24/5. The best way is, like today, if you earn $1,000, this is your limitation, leave it. Leave this business. You earn your $500 today, that's all what you can earn from 9 to 12, leave it as is. But you cannot sit down and trade 24/7 or let the Autotrade trade, because it could be the next trade, maybe the market is going to get flat or is going to get chopped when Mr. President is going to talk. When he sneezes, the market is going to drop. When he coughs, the market is going to go up. I don't like this yo-yo trading, so I will stay out of it. We made our money today. We're done. Beautiful day. We nailed over 100 tick and in less than an hour, and we're done for today. So I don't even look anymore in the afternoon sessions anymore. By 12 o'clock, if you cannot make your money, forget it. Leave it. There is another day to fight tomorrow. If you didn't make your money by 12 o'clock, sir, leave it alone. Because now you are doing revenge trading, and then once the market gets in your blood and it gets you hyper, then you are now doing revenge trade, and you're no longer capable of making a right decision. So by 12 o'clock you should be done. There is some days you will walk away with $100. There is some days you're going to walk away with $500. And there is some days you will walk away with thousands of dollars. And there is some days you're going to walk away with a banana, nothing in your hand. So welcome to trading. This is a partial of your life. But the only thing we can do is be careful with your trade and don't get aggressive and trying to be over trading. One thing you have to learn: every time you take a trade, you're risking your account, and you should not be doing this. So right now, once we are closing the YM, yes, I'm no longer interested in any trades anymore. I will leave the things open for the guys to copy some of the signals, but I'm no longer interested in anything because we already accomplished what we need to got up this morning to accomplish. Is already mission achieved, and we're no longer interested. I don't care what will happen in the afternoon. I don't care if it's gonna make 100,000 in the afternoon. Could be the other way. You can lose everything you made in the morning. So do not get excited with the market. Leave it alone. And do not trade it fundamental because you are a technical on a daily basis. You are a technical trader. You're not fundamental. When there is a good news or a main news coming, stay away if you don't know what you're doing. Because most of the times when there is an important news, when they cough the market to drop, when they, I mean, you don't want to be, it's no longer your indicators working. It is your television having impact on your chart. Then you're no longer trading technical, So that's mean leave it alone or keep your eye on the chart. When you see good opportunity, you go ahead and jump on it for swing trading, but you cannot involve your emotions in there. Once you get your emotion involved with a number or a news, you are in trouble. So stay away from where the market, give it room for the market to go back and forth. Give it room for the market to go back and forth. You can secure a little bit, some of your profit, you can secure it, but you need to leave a gap for 10 ticks, 20 ticks for the market to go back and forth, because it's not, I'm no longer looking at the 200, I'm looking at the runners trade. I'm no longer interested on this $200. I wanted to have the runner. Why the runner? Because when you catch a run on the scalper or the swing trading, the market spikes once a day. The CL, I don't know when it's going to spike, and there is no indication telling you. I have seen the CL spike at 929, 925, 945. And sometimes the CL spike in the afternoon. And when the CL spike, there is 100 tick. So I'm not interested in those small trade. I'm trying always to catch the trend, the trade of today. As we see on the Nasdaq, if we look at this one here, it's been flying up all the way to the target 1 and target 2. That's indicate there is nothing left. There is maybe a little more spike in there to the target 2. This is another system, but it is done. Maybe we can go from target 1 to target 2, but then it is profit taking is finished. So there is nothing left on this Nasdaq to trade for the afternoon session, and once you become disciplined with those, and understand you cannot sit down and challenge the market day and night. No one can challenge the market day and night. And as long as you understand that, you're done. On one trade, one contract, you have $500-600 on the ES. Are you expecting this market to give you another 600 on the ES? No. This is it. It's finished. A new signal on the CL, on the swing trading, is up to you if you want to take it or not. It's not... At the moment, with the swing trading, 416 ticks, on the scalper, 348 ticks. On the fully automated trade, we still on that trade, and it's not given up at all. On the Nasdaq, we still on that trade, which it had a few trades ahead of time, and we are still on that trade. And this is really amazing. And I don't have room for it, but this is really nice. So if we look at the ES, did the spike for today from 3088.50 to 3100. It's finished, it's over. You can see it's one straight line. If we look at the Nasdaq, it did spike this morning from the 82.56, and we got to very high numbers. So it's over. What you gonna get out of it in the afternoon? Nothing. It's over. It's done. Also, sitting behind the computer become after all those years, you become stingy. You become you don't want to sit down and use your head day and night if there is nothing to use your head for, and save your energy when there is something really to trade. When you look around, you don't see anything. You don't need to sit down and use your energy for something that does not exist there anymore. Like in the afternoon, I don't want to use an energy on trying to pick up a trade. It's finished. I know it's finished. And whatever I'm going to miss in the afternoon, I miss it. So what? You know, and it could be gonna get me in trouble and give up all my profit for today. So it can go both of direction. And once you become a disciplined, you become a disciplined. That's it. There is nothing to talk about. We still have the YM in the ES trade, and I will be quiet for a while till we gonna have some kind of direction. Close this position at 3104 on an ES, because we have a resistance line at 3105, and then we have the YM. We still on that trade from we wanted to close at 277.36. So those are the only two left we have, and we'll see what will happen. 5 minutes break. I'll be right back. Thank you. If we notice on the uh, ES, the trailing stop is a floor in fibs, and when the market pulled back on the floor in fibs, come back to the 3100 because this is a support area. So we got one of the trade knocked out. We had two, and right now we are on the second level of the fib line, and it is a 3099.25. So what happened on the ES is very clear what's going on in the ES without a million indicator on the chart. This is a support line, a floor and fibs support line, and there is a new signal on the 30-year Treasury bond. That's mean buy, and there is a new signal on the gold buy at 1450.7. But on the ES, you can see it came into the first minor support area is 3100, and we had a trading stop in there and knocked out, and we still have one lot on the ES, and we are about to either want to hit the target. If the market come in and hit that trade, there is nothing to cry about. This is what all we're gonna get out of it, but still is a lot of money to take a trade from it. Now, as we see immediately when the 30-year Treasury bond give us a buy signal. First, we had a buy signal from the scalper, and then we had a buy signal from and the target actually hit on the auto trade and nailed the 4 ticks on the scalper with a 30-year Treasury bond. This is based on one contract, and now we have the swing trading finding the buy scalper, the buy trade, which it is going to drop the ES, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones a few ticks. So we know, and you're going to see the reaction immediately on the market. Now we are flirting with the support area at 31, and now probably is going to break it because we just recently we had this few seconds ago we had a buy 30-year Treasury bond. So the 30-year Treasury bond, it is also key to work in parallel with the ES. If you are an ES trader, Nasdaq trader, they work in parallel with it. So right now on this one here, I'm gonna leave it alone on the Russell. One trade is okay. Scalping is gonna take this one out. The 30-year Treasury bond on both of location here is saying buy. There is a new signal sell on the scalping signal, the YM. It says sell, and we know why. Why this market drop? Because of the 30-year Treasury bond now fired buy on both of signals. So we have a few second prediction what is going to happen in the market. As we see, the result is immediately start taking in on the YM, and we will see what will happen. For the CL, the ones who follow the CL trade, our target on the scalping, it is 57.18. Now it is the support line become a resistant, the 57.27. So right now you can leave it at the target as is, 57.18, or if you want to, you can put it above the support line at 57.12, and there we go. This is another $200 on that trade. I'm waiting till I can close the ES. This is a very important, beautiful ride today all the way. And look, again, the Russell is on the floor in fibs. It is very important. And there we go. We're going to let it be. This is another. The system recalculate itself. Is not a fixed target every time. Depends on the market movement, position, where it is between fibs, and the system recalculate your target. You know, it's not just sitting on the weekend trying to optimize. It's not going to help you optimization at all. Talking about Forex, let's talk about Forex a little bit. There is not much movement in the Forex today. There is only 26 pips on the Forex, and we have a struggling on the Euro, British Pound, but the rest is okay. So there we go. This is going down to the support line at 57.13. Keep my eye on the ES. Okay, closed. ES, closed position. Good. And we knew it's going to close position, close around 450. Now we go ahead and try to manage what we have left. And this one here, I'm going to leave it at the fib line. And it's an enjoyable management. It's not depressing management. You can manage those trades and decide where you want to exit. We are already on the CL break even plus a few ticks, so I'm not going to mess with it, not unless if I want to close it. But we are already playing with the fib line. The trailing stops are on the fib line, on the resistance line, so I'm not going to worry about it. That's why we leave gap for the market to go back and forth. And if this market trending, we're going to be nailing very good trades on those. And you can use the automated to trade, but I like ATM personally. I like to manage my own trades. And it's not hard to manage it. You just decide where you want to exit. You know, I don't want to get involved with the entry, but I want to get involved with the exit, because if I find this CL is going to give a run, I will take it to the second line. I will take it to the second defend line. It's 56.98. So that will be the trade for today, and it's done. So we should not expose ourselves to a live market every other minute. Every time you go live, you are putting your account in a risk. So the less live trade you take a day, the better off you are. So it better be stingy trade. It has to be a high standard trade. Deciding to take a trade, it has to be at your standard, not just because the bar is moving, I want to jump in. Because you don't want to jump in on every bumper in the market. Some of those bumpers are fake movement, and if you don't know, if you cannot see that, that's a problem. So there is a new signal on the scalper sell. On this one here, I'm gonna take it 1 inch down. I'm gonna take it to the second fib line, to the first fib line, the minor fib line, and I want to get rid of it. Okay, and this one here, Nasdaq closed for today. Daily target 500, but if the market come into your direction, it's gonna stay Y600, because we had some bad trades earlier today on the Nasdaq, and we have 1, 2, 3 trades bad, and then and now the Nasdaq is finished. And then on this one here, we still have the ES. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, there is so many messages, and The ES took the short on the scalper. I'm gonna leave it as is. And the YM, as we said, took the scalper. We're gonna leave it as is as well. And it's coming to the double support area here. Let's see if it can break it. This is coming from the scalper. The white charts are the scalpers. And the blue chart are the swing trading. The blue chart are the swing trading. We're about to close the YM. Scalping YM, we're about to close it. CL scalping 500. I don't trust the ES, so I'm gonna break it even. I don't trust the ES, so I'm gonna break it even. So now the cost on that trade is $3.50, and ES on the swing trading hit the daily target 975 to trade, 3 minutes, fully automated. This is a different system. 975 done. And I forgot the Nasdaq. Look at the Nasdaq. I cannot keep up with the trades. You know, when you are alone, it's different. But when you are trying to explain what's going on, the Nasdaq, we missed by one tick on the Nasdaq. Shame, you know. And let me try to put them close to each other so I can keep my eye on them. Russell, NYM. It's a shame. I didn't see that. I didn't see the Nasdaq, and it came in right at the target. Done with the ES. We still have Nasdaq, OIM, a new signal on the Russell, buy. Okay, it's already taken the buy. The most important is the CL, YM is done. Easy, fast money on the Russell. And we are the most important things for me, new signal on the YM, buy. There we go. Easy, nice, and quick. Leave it alone. The CL didn't go all the way to the 5703. The CL went into 5707. We missed by 4 ticks. So it could be the CL going back. We are about to exit at 5703. On the Russell, we are about to hit the scalping, an easy one. The YM, we just have a new signal, easy one. And there we go, bang, bang, it's finished. There we go, thank you. NASDAQ is finished. It's over. Beautiful day, very easy day, very nice day, very profitable day. And we took one of the trades out on the CL. I'm dying to see if we can close the CL. I'm done with it. Closed, sold, fine. Okay, and now we have two more left. Those are the last new entry signal we have on the Russell. And this is another 220. Let's see if we can close those. I'm going to close this one as well. It's been for a very long time on that trade. I want to close it. The swing trading, YM. This is the white one, or the scalper. Just barely touched the target, and it did pulled back. So what we are going to do, plus one tick. I'm done with this. And this one, plus one tick. I'm done. Free right on those. We are closing at 200 with the YM. And we are done. 254 based on the last entry signal on the swing trading. At the moment, 67 ticks on the scalper from the last entry. It's not the whole day. Closed Russell. And we have left the YM, and we should be closing it. It's been a pleasure serving every one of you, and thank you very much for being with us. If you like us, please give us a thumb up, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on a YouTube Live. I want to say